I'm Ujwala Maharjan and I'm part of Word Warriors. We're a slam poetry group based in Kathmandu. You were hammering the walls beyond all repair. It hurt to look, it hurt to hear. The fallen pieces, the shattering sounds of broken hopes and fears battered to the ground. We're passionate about poetry and passionate about performing poetry.
Hi, my name is Yukta Bhattacharya and I'm a spoken word poet. Back in December 2010, 3 American poets, Karen Finnefrock, Danny Solis and Matt Mason, came to Nepal through the US Embassy to conduct a workshop and then eventually have a poetry slam. Word Warriors formed out of the lack of anything like that here in Nepal, and we thought that the art form was special to each of us, and we wanted to continue it here in Nepal because there wasn't really anything like that before.
Kathmandu! You ready?
Hey,
you like poetry?
Yep.
You like what words can do to you?
So after the competition, we now had a group of people who were really into poetry or slam poetry, and we were like, we need to continue this because this was something which was refreshing. I mean, people looked at us and they were like, that's not how we ever imagined poetry to be. So we knew it was something that people liked, that people were looking for, something new. So, and then youths were so much more interested in this because they had this opportunity to be themselves.
What we are about to do may not end up as long boring pages, but there will be echoes running through the ages.
This February we had our second poetry slam, which was very important to us because we got to interact with a lot of school students and college students, so basically young people.
अनौठो यो वाहनको सवारी धेरै समय बित्यो यो यात्रामा अनौठो यो वाहनको सवारी धेरै समय बित्यो यो यात्रामा सुरु हुँदा म थिए वारी अब कुनी कहिले पुग्छु पारी.
And we got to interact with them through workshops, and then eventually we held a slam competition for them.
I figured it out. We got vampires to politicians. How else can we justify their addiction for blood?
So we've got like some really amazing young new poets coming in and joining Word Warriors.
For most of the students, or let's say for most of the Nepali youths, there aren't a lot of creative avenues where you get to express yourself. So slam poetry came in, and there you are, not just meeting people who are like you, who are passionate about poetry, but also building yourself, building your confidence to not just go out and perform poetry, but to actually, you know, have that confidence to speak in public, or have the confidence to express your story.
In the mirror, I saw the baffled barber preparing his blade to give my head what was to be a very close shave. And I repeat to myself what I've been telling them all along. It's now or never.
For smaller schools, for public schools, we want to do this for free. And these kids are the people who are like, who are the most hungriest for any kind of creative platform. Now, I mean, Kathmandu students or youths, they're fortunate enough to look into YouTube, and you know, there's a scene already. But we now want to take slam poetry into the rural part of the areas. That's where I think the kids are most hungry about it, because these are amazingly talented kids who don't have any creative platforms, right? So, and then rural areas, it's a lot of logistics involved. You've got the travel, you've got audition, the venues, the fooding, the lodging, and then it takes time. It's like some 10 days of trip. So Word Warriors Nepal now needs money to go into the rural areas and hold events and hold workshops and interact with the students and keep the momentum going, not just in Kathmandu, but all over in Nepal.